Welcome to Snips, Snips 78 on our Salon Radio. You are listening to Jonathan Wolfman. Last week we started a 2-week presentation of the poetry of upstate New York's Mike Jurkovic. And I have to say it's been among the more exhilarating experiences sharing his work with you. We continue this week with first a poem called Device. Device. It's been a while, and my heart and the vodka know it. How many times you said no here, goodbye here, in dribs and drabs. I hear the trains, their riders expecting normal, but not tonight. Tonight I have other plans, and they include immolation, time itself stopping, breath, pulse, this rabid drill. An 8-ball thunders down my veins. I've come back to redistribute the mayhem and hand in my notice, alerting you all to my exhaustion, my fire war, killed by distrust, and detox. I'm off everything now and feeling better than ever, free to object and make my argument louder than your curbside chatter. Device here, device there, one by the tracks in, one by the bridge in, one by the ER. Some of us will make it and some of us won't. But isn't that the running joke behind learning from the past? We know there's a growing army like me out there, skirting the shadows, afraid of the day, and still we get on those trains thinking we'll get home. I, people, am loving these edgy pieces from Mike Jurkovic. To me, they are, it may not be to him, but to me, these are a brand of dark humor. Not that they're unserious, they're very serious pieces. This next one is called Cold Shot. I have studied the wisdom of rot like scripture, the process of decay, overwhelming animal, vegetable matters not, frondescence dies, policy and prudence morally corrupt, vulture's girdle, waiting for the last man to fall, the woman to lapse. And what if that destiny falls on your shoulders? What you gonna do then, boyo? Cry for mummy? Cry for God? Cry for the idiot king to redeem you? From what? Your tireless mathematics and body count? Win, lose, it's all been a draw. It's all been risky business, the adventure of the wheel, a cold shot in the dark. This is called Pillaged Wine. Pillaged wine. Excuse me for outwardly processing, but I can't control myself these days. There's too much to masticate and castigate not to, but I'm low on patience and need action, abolition, absolution, that this statecraft between us, between the world, is more than funds and suppression, more than archived warheads and blanching at darker skin than cardboard. I don't buy it. It's not policy, it's theology. And the faster we make that distinction, the better. God can't lead us all into battle, but each will claim his banner. And you know the shitstorm that shadows tin-cut messiahs yell for blood and everyone bleeds. We all become bovine and crave a good steak with our pillaged wine and sterling spoons. We feed their children ours. And that has got to stop. 'Cause I won't spend my golden years mucking out the shit of kings, bleaching their chambers of virgin blood, lighting their pyres and burning my own. This piece is called Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck. Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck are a thin thesis to write about, but I'm going to try because I'm high and itchy and up for some fun that doesn't involve semi-automatics, opioids, and the other malaprops that make America great. Over at the texting machines, Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck deny extinction. The Potemkin village mailman delivers the broadside by noon. Where dilettantes dangle, he says to Miss Green, the welfare widow dressed in furs, the sky doesn't fall. It's some kind of code, McCoy decodes, knowing, as he did, that Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck were good with code. They didn't look it, but they were. Baseball caps and team shirts, taking code for the white regime. The creeds we combat stem from ignorance, and ignorance is not a pre-existing illness, as Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck well know and are paid well to transmit. After the grid was sold to a homie thug, whose surname I forget, but I know from the branding, Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck began tweeting photographs of that old rural nation where mom and dad were one of each and Sparky barked in the yard. And you addressed the flag every morning before breakfast and right after dinner like a prayer, an obedience oath, never revoked, regretted. So Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck policed the ghetto for the enemy within, the darker ones over there undressing your lacy daughter. A teacher teaching science is seized, handcuffed, her classroom sanitized. Her kids now become soldiers and pimps. Patsy, white moms, pasty white moms, chop, meat, hustlers, and viral stars, all of it fed from the fuck machine of Rummy Blinks and Gravel Duck. I wish to thank Mike Jurkovic of upstate New York. Yes, another Hudson Valley genius. We do specialize in them, and wherever you're from, the Hudson Valley, New York, obviously a hotbed of great writing, or anywhere else, America, not America, send your work, send your poetry to Snips, JWOLF, JWolf 41387 at AOL.com. Make your work worthwhile, and we will air it on Our Salon Radio and Alternative Public Radio International. You will get a very big audience. Very big audience. I want to thank you for listening to 2 weeks with work from Mike Jurkovic. This is, again, Jonathan Wolfman for Our Salon Radio.